And now, First Warn 5 weather with meteorologist Samara Kokinos.
Welcome back to Channel 5 News at noon. Well, I've got some temperatures to show you, and it's divided across the valley. You see this yellow here and then the green behind it. When you put the temperatures on the board, you see that it's a bit cooler in the upper valley compared to the lower valley and along the coast, and that's because there's a front stalled out. I'll show you in a second. But right now, 59 degrees in Rio Grande City, 68 here in Weslaco, 70 in Edinburgh, to 77 on the island, and 81 degrees right now in Brownsville. So yeah, we got divided temperatures. This is why. Here's the front. It's stalled now to our south, but the thing about it is it'll continue to kind of impact the forecast by locking in that cloud cover in the upper valley, whereas the lower valley will actually may get a few breaks in the clouds to see some sunshine. Temperature wise, so it'll keep climbing to the upper 70s today, but the upper valley may actually lock in there in the mid 70s. What's going to happen across Texas? You'll notice that there's going to be a cooler air mass moving into place. Here's a look at future track at the front and what it's going to do. So this is kind of like the beginning of the front. That's why there's no massive cool down just yet, but it's coming. So let's take a look here. We start the clock at 4 and we go to 6. Not much change just yet. We could see maybe a few spotty showers later on this afternoon, but that cold front moves through late tonight, early tomorrow morning, bringing the drizzle, bringing some very chilly conditions to the valley. So as you wake up and start your day tomorrow, it'll be damp out there, but it won't be as breezy as the winds are going to pick up throughout the morning and into the afternoon. So when you leave the house, it may not be all that cold. It may be right around 60 degrees, but as the day goes on, it's only going to get colder, windier, and wetter. So just be prepared for that with jackets and your rain gear in hand. So as you go into Thursday afternoon, notice that the front slides farther south. We still have the green here in the valley Thursday night, so we're going to lock in the drizzle and the cloud cover. It actually won't start to clear until about late in the afternoon on Friday, when we start to get a little bit of drier air moving into the mid levels, and that'll help limit the rain. Here's a look across Texas. Watch this. You're going to see this purple back here. See 20 in Amarillo tomorrow morning? Yeah, it will definitely cold, right? Well, here we're going to be in the upper 50s, low 60s. So check this out, though. You're going to notice that this deep purple will settle into Texas tomorrow afternoon. There it goes. So all this purple, even the blue, is moving into South Texas. This is early Friday morning, and it shows temperatures to our north in the 30s. I think we're actually going to reach the 30s as well, but it'll be closer to about 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. So for tonight, we're calling for 58 degrees. Have bumped up your overnight low about 4 degrees or so. Still cloudy, still with a chance for a few showers. Then tomorrow, high temperatures. This is going to be early in the morning. Temperatures are going to fall throughout the day through the 60s into the 50s, and then by your drive time home, it could be borderline upper 40s, low 50s. So it's definitely going to cool off, and it's going to cool off fast. It's going to be very windy. We'll have north winds anywhere between about 12 and 25 miles per hour, gusting a bit higher than that at times. Thursday night, very, very cold weather headed our way, 39 degrees. Even Friday night stays pretty cold in the mid 40s. So this is some of the coldest weather that we've seen since the beginning of the year, so around New Year's last year. But definitely some colder weather headed our way. You need to plan for that by covering your plants, bring in the pets. It's going to be wet out there and still very brisk tomorrow night. So please do your pets a favor and bring them inside. Looking at the weekend, we see gradual improvement. Temperatures will rise from the upper 60s to the lower 80s by Sunday. A little bit more sunshine in place ahead of the next front that'll arrive on Monday. I'll show you how it impacts your 7 day in a second. The coastal forecast, no advisories, east to northeast winds at 7 to 12 knots, a moderate chop or a light chop on the bay, moderate UV index, and then we'll look at the seas 2 to 3 feet. But that's all going to change, which I'll tell you coming up in the next half hour. Looking at your 7 day forecast, here we go. 60 and falling tomorrow to 39 degrees that night. 50 as is where we rebound on Friday, barely. Okay, we're talking about mid to upper 40s for much of the day. Very cold and drizzly for the first half of the day, and then just cloudy for the second half of the day. Still chilly though. And taking a look Friday night, 45, 67, and 80 as we head into the weekend. Here's what this next cold front does. It's a Pacific cold front, unlike this Arctic one that brings us this really frigid air. Check out what it does. It drops temperatures back down to about the upper 70s, so around average or so, a few degrees above that. We'll have partly sunny skies and temperatures gradually getting back there to the 60s and then maybe even the upper 50s. That's your updated First Warn 5 forecast. Stay with us. Channel 5 News at noon.